ที่รักคุณสาคุณสา
คนที่ฉันรักคือไออุ่น
Don't get turned on.
No, I'm kidding. Welcome with me, Drama GL Drama Podcast. I'm your host, Jazz. Very cold host, Jazz, but I'll work through it. I'm here with my making me wait 2 hours co-host Linda. Linda, what's up?
I guess. Listen, I want color people time.
You on what time? What did you say?
Color people time.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, that was definitely my fault, though.
We're both minorities. That's fine.
Right. Oh, Lord. But how's your weekend been, Jess?
It's been alright so far. I mean, it's freezing rain outside, so I've not left my apartment. So
yeah, it's supposed to be a bad winter storm tomorrow coming. So be careful.
You can have it. Take it all. I don't want it.
Is it happening over there as well?
It's happening right now. It's right now we have freezing rain. And I think overnight and into tomorrow, we're supposed to get like 12 inches of snow where I'm at. Up to 12 inches of snow.
Ooh.
So, I'm working from home on Monday because they told us not to come into the office. So, yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, I know. I get to work in my PJs. This was nice.
My manager actually texted us in a group chat basically to if we get an email to keep out for like our work email because they're going to let us know whether we come in or not. Yeah, so we're not sure. I mean, I already work like 35 minutes away.
Right.
So if I have to drive in that snow, boy, it's gonna take me a long time to get to work.
Yeah, but I gotta be very careful driving on the highway.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to risk my life, so hopefully.
Yeah, no.
They have us work from home.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get to work from home on Monday in my PJs. I'm excited.
Well, I'm happy for you.
I could take a nap and no one would know. It'd be great.
Exactly. That's the best, working remote.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But
no.
But yeah. No, my weekend's pretty good. I got Korean barbecue last night. That was delicious. It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good. I love Korean barbecue. If I could have it every day.
What type of meats?
I don't know all the meats.
Bulgogi?
I don't remember. I know I got bulgogi.
Galbi.
Yeah, I got bulgogi. I got
Did you get like samgyeopsal or galbi?
I think galbi. I think I got galbi. I forgot the other types of meat. The one that's like super thin. It takes like no time to cook. Got pork belly. And then there's another one that was like super thin that does not take very long to cook at all. I think it's just steak. I don't remember. But yeah, it was really good though. It was a lot of kimchi, a lot of rice, a lot of
I love their side dishes.
Cucumber. Ooh, so good.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like fish cakes?
I do. We did have a side. My friend that I went with hates fish. Yeah, she hates it. She can't stand it. So I ate some of them. I didn't eat all of it though, but I ate some of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
really
good.
It
was really good.
I love fish cakes. But for me, I really am a big fan of like the radish and daikon. Like the pickled radish and daikon. Yeah, that's like my go-to for sure.
Yeah, we didn't have that as a side this time. They usually change up the sides pretty often, but we didn't have that this time. Yeah.
I had
but it was really
hot pot for 2 nights in a row. I'm all hot pot out. Like, I don't want hot pot for the next couple months.
You're going to have it again like over the week, sometime this week. I guarantee
I really hope not. I really hope not. Lolo actually made like, you never had hot pot?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, okay, so when you come visit, we'll definitely have hot pot because there's the places that we have here that have Korean barbecue. They also so we have something called One Pot, we have K-pot, and we have PJs, and they're all Korean barbecue and hot pot together.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, depending on you can get either or, but usually a lot of people will get them both. But yeah, you can get hot pot and Korean barbecue. Yeah, so we'll definitely have to have you try that. It's actually pretty good, depending on which broth you get.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Count me in.
You already know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a sad day, you guys. It's a sad day. It's the last episode of Pluto. It's the last one. put my hood up in mourning. It's a sad day.
Jazz is mourning right now, Pluto.
I'm mourning. It's a sad day.
Yeah.
But it's a good day, though. It's good because, you know, it was a good episode. I really, really liked the episode. Linda?
I like it, but probably not as much as Jazz.
I did like the episode. I was satisfied.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way.
Okay.
I was very satisfied with the outcome.
Okay, I would say I was partially satisfied. Okay. We'll put it that way. All right. So, Jazz, would you like to start us off?
How about you start us off? You just watched it, so it's fresh in your head.
I literally did just watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we basically have. So we start off with. It seems like they're at the institute where May opened. Like, remember, she said she's going to open an institute for people with disabilities. And we see Pang and Jan, and then we see Kosa and we see May. Not May. We see Oom there, which surprised me because at first for a second I thought it was Ayun, but it wasn't. But after that we go into a scene where Oom gets into, like, you see her fall off the motorcycle, and you're kind of like, what in the world? And then she blames it on like the oil or something like that, and then you just see her sister coming, like, running to her, and she's like, oh my god, like, are you okay? Like, I thought I lost you, like, please.
Yeah, she's going through it.
She's going through it, and you could tell that, I mean, anybody would have this reaction, but obviously with her, because she's had PTSD, it's like magnified her reaction, and Grandma's just kind of on the sidelines, like everything is okay, everything's fine. But yeah, so we essentially find out.
Yeah, she was traumatized a little bit. Yeah.
But we essentially find out that she's been going to see a therapist. She's been getting help. Mm-hmm. And so basically she's been getting help for like the past year. And we also find out that it's the institute that May opened up. Yeah. Which is really nice. Yeah. But then now we have like a really cute scene, and we have the two sisters eating with Grandma, and basically the two sisters like, here, this is for you. And then, like, no, this is for you. And then Grandma's like, okay, you guys are cute. Stop giving each other food. And then they're like, okay, here, for you too, Grandma. I'm like, aww.
I love the family dynamic between them now. I love that. Me too. Yeah, that the all three of them are in a better space with each other.
Absolutely.
Especially Grandma and Ayun. Yeah, especially Grandma and Ayun.
Yeah.
And it's cute. They bonded quite a bit while Oom was in a coma. Mm-hmm. And got to understand each other a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. But then we see Grandma's asking Ayun like when her novel's coming out, and she's like, soon. Mm-hmm. She's like, it's in the final stages. It'll be out soon. And they're talking to saying that she's gonna be so famous, and they can't wait to be related to a famous person. I don't know, a famous person.
So cute.
And in this moment, Oom is like, oh wait, I have a surprise. And so she goes away into the other room, and she comes back out, and she has her flight attendant uniform.
Yeah.
She got a job. Go Oom. Yeah. She's getting her job back, and that causes Grandma to get emotional. And she pretty much tells Oom that, I've been waiting for you to go back to being the Oom that we all know. And I just really wanted you to get better and everything. And now that you're getting better, she's just so happy. She's proud and happy.
She's so happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Understandably so. And so Oom asks her, like, when's your new job start? She's like, soon. But there's one place I want to go before I start. And she wants to know if Oom can take her. And the next thing we see is Oom and Oom at the bridge, where last episode's fiascos happened.
Right. And, I was like, we're here again.
It's good though. I liked this scene. I did like it.
It was a good talk.
It was a good talk. Like it was Oom pretty much talking to Paul and thanking him for loving her, and pretty much just her saying her last goodbyes to him as she moves forward in her life. And yeah, she wanted him to be happy and to rest in peace and everything. And Owen's like, I'm pretty sure he's happy. Like, I'm sure he's proud of you for like the growth that you've had
Absolutely.
over the last few months or year, however long it's not, I can't remember. But yeah, I like this scene because it's like it's one of the last thing that Ohm has to do in order to fully move on. And yeah, I think it was needed. It was very much needed. But yeah, then next we see, who do we see? We see May, Ben, and Kosal
and
at
Batman
at the courthouse. And yeah, May is helping Ben sue him rightfully for the damages that he caused Ben.
That's right.
And you see Batman trying to intimidate May. It ain't working.
I know, right?
May is not easily intimidated. She's just standing there, like, smirking, laughing to herself. She's like, nah, you ain't got nothing on me.
She's like, just let him be an idiot.
Yeah, just let him keep talking. It's fine. Like, there's literally a judge right here. Let him keep talking. But yeah, he's trying to intimidate her and saying that he's gonna sue her. And he tries to get physical with her a little bit, but Ben's recording him. And Kosal's literally right there. Yeah. So not much he can do. But
no, absolutely not.
Yeah. But yeah, Ben pretty much tells him, he's like, go ahead, like I got you on videotape right now. And Batman backs off after that. And then it was so cute. Kosal and Ben, they try to high five May, and May's like, "What's this?"
She's like, "Huh?" Right.
She's like, "I don't know what this is. What is this?" But she high fives them. It was funny.
It was really cute.
And then Ko gives her Ioon's book.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's looking at it. She's like, "Where's the autograph?" He's like, "You have to get that yourself." So you have to get that yourself. But yeah, so she has the book now.
She does.
It's just whether or not she's gonna read it. That's the question.
That's right. That's right.
But we get a little bit of a flashback to after the events of last episode. May waking up in bed and she's probably thinking that she jumped the whole thing. But
for real,
yeah, that's what I would do. Like, I would wake up and be like, please let this be a dream. Please let this be a dream. But no, it wasn't. So she gets out of bed and she tries to call for Ioon, and Tone is there, and he pretty much tells her like no, she's not here, but she left me this for you to read, and it'll explain everything to you. And it was Ioon's journal.
Yep.
That she wrote for May. And
actually, this scene made me cry.
Yeah. It made me.
It really explained.
Yeah, it made me forgive Ioon for what she did.
I agree.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Because
I get it.
There was a line that she said like, you know, May, you are competent, but isn't.
Yeah.
And essentially it made sense, because if we think back about remember when May ended up getting blind, essentially that's the same thing that said. She's like, I'm not going to let my sister meet you if you're going to be like this.
Right.
But yeah, that scene, oh my god, it definitely broke me.
It did. It was
I guess we understand why one had to leave May the way she did, even though she didn't want to. And essentially, I mean, like, you know, her sister is obviously in that state of mind in that moment when we go back to the bridge. If she would have chosen May, wouldn't be here with us today. Yeah, she wouldn't be here with us.
I mean, granted, the comments told us that, but we were really heightened in our emotions last week. So
we were.
It was a lot going on last week, but there was a line in there that she said that Ioon wrote that's like, if our love is hurting Obum, then we can't be together right now. And we did promise each other that we would not hurt each other anymore. And if I would have picked you, Obum would have hurt, and then I would have hurt because I picked you over my sister. And it's like, I get it. I get it. I got it last week too a little bit, but I was still upset. I was more upset that Ohm gave her the ultimatum. But I was upset with Ioon too for accepting the ultimatum. But I get it. So all the commenters from last week, I apologize. I get it, okay? I still had my feelings, but I get it. I get it now.
Yeah. Essentially, whichever...
Either way, it would have been bad.
It
would have been bad either way.
It would have, but I guess...
There would have been resentment on either end.
Yes, but I think her choosing this route clearly was the... Because I wouldn't say it's not the easiest route. Clearly, it's not the easiest one. I don't even know if I would even say better, but it was the route that... I don't know. Would you say, like, it made more sense?
It made sense. Needed. It was needed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was needed. Yeah.
It was the more appropriate route.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, so after that emotional roller coaster, you know, May has the book, but she hasn't fully read it yet. So the next scene that we see is May at her center.
That's
and
right.
She has the book and she's looking at it. She's getting ready to read it, I think. And then Oom shows up. And Oom is like, you haven't read that yet? And the look on May's face when she sees Oom is just like, why are you here? Like, right. I know you're here, but why are you here right now? Like talking to me. And Oom is like, do you just not have time to read it? Or do you not have the courage to read it? And May's like, you don't know me, do you?
I know. She's like, since you've known me, you think I don't have courage?
She's like, we've been through so much together. You should know that I have the guts to do whatever I want, basically. Exactly. I haven't had time. Which we all know is probably partially true. But at the same time, she also didn't have the courage to read the book.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, she would have read it by now. Yeah, she was a little scared.
I think she was a little scared, yeah.
Yeah, and it's understandable. It's understandable to be scared. But yeah, so her and Oom are having a conversation, and Oom is Meg's asking, like, why did you get treatment here? Like, you know I own this place. Like, why would you get treatment here? And Oom is like, you know, when I was getting ready to go through my treatment and stuff, Ko told me to check this place out because it was the best, he said. And he's like, I was like, how's Kosaw know a place like this? And she's like, I knew he was working with you or for you. And May's like, well, if you knew everything, then why are you here? She's like, because I wanted to know if you were happy or not. Because Ayun has not been happy this whole time. And I
was like, clearly.
And I was like, well, duh.
Yeah.
So Oom is pretty much telling her, like, what did she tell her? She's like,
she said she basically came here to spy on her too.
Yeah, quietly. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And she's like, I don't understand why you guys are like, why everyone is being honest with me and is like doing pretty much what I asked you to do. She's like, I don't get it. Right. Like, I don't get it. Why I'm like, girl. Why? Like, you guys could have met up secretly behind my back, but you haven't done that.
Yes.
Like, why? And May is like, because I promised Oom that I wouldn't hurt her. And if our love is hurting you, then it hurts her. And I'm not doing that. So Oom is just like, huh.
I know, she's like,
so letting go is like a part of love too and happiness too. And she's like, it's so weird to me, basically. It's like she doesn't understand the concept, but she does, but she doesn't. Yeah. Right. And so May asked her, she's like, what would make you happy? Like, what is your happiness? And Oom pretty much tells her, like, like, you know what? She kind of spoils part of the ending to the book for May, but she's like, she does. Sorry for that, but read the book.
If you read it, you'll find out.
You'll know what I want after you read the book.
Yep.
And then she leads May to her reading, and then after that we see our favorite side couple, our favorite throuple. We see.
Okay, I just want to say, wow, you guys, the way Pim pulled up.
Oh my god, Linda!
I was stunned for a second. I was watching. I was like, wow.
You're always stunned. When are you not stunned by Kapuk?
That's what I'm saying. I'm always stunned by Kapuk.
I know. When are you not?
That's true.
She could be She could be in a brown paper bag and you still be stunned.
True, that's true. Well, we finally get confirmation of who's together here.
Right.
Yeah.
So what Pim shows up to Jan and Pang's Pang's business. And Jan is like, "Oh, do you want to get a plane? I can go get Pang for you." She's like, "No, I'm actually here to see you." So they sit down, and Pim thanks Jan for the lawyer for May. I guess it's on a case that she's working or something. But Jan's like, "You didn't come here to thank me, so why are you here?" Right. And Pam was like, "All right, let's just cut to the chase." She's like, "I would like to know why you picked Pang. Not really over me, but why did you pick Pang?"
Yeah.
And I liked Jan's answer. She's like, I became a fortune teller because I wanted to be able to tell the future. And because I don't like...
She needed certainty.
Yeah, she's like, I don't like uncertainty. And with you, there was too much uncertainty. Like, I didn't know how long it would take me to win your heart, even if I would at all. And with Pang, she pretty much told me what she wanted.
Yeah.
Like, she told me that she liked me. She told me that she wanted to be with me. She was not shy about it. Yeah.
Even though she didn't like her that much in the beginning.
She's like, I didn't like her at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, it was just, yeah. She pretty much told me, point blank period, I want to be with you. And that's something I never would have gotten with you. Which is, I mean, it's true. Because Pim was so hung up on Pang, she wouldn't have opened her heart to Jan. She wouldn't have.
No.
At least not right away. It would have taken a very long time. And that's a long time to wait for someone. Not saying that Jan wouldn't have, but still a long time.
Yeah. But also, like, Pim mentioned, she was like, you and Pang have that in common. Like, they basically told her outright, like, what they wanted.
Yeah.
Which essentially... Sometimes it's better being like blatantly honest and kind of beating around the bush.
Right.
I mean, and I feel like most cases, maybe all cases, but yeah. So and then now you see Pang.
Yeah, Pang comes out
with her freaking. What is it? She have what? Is she
her wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow. Yeah.
I like how she came out too. I like how she came out because as soon as she saw Pim, she's like, "Hey!" Like nothing ever happened.
Right.
She's like, "Bestie, what's up? Why are you here?"
Hey, right. Well, what are you doing here?
Yeah. So yeah.
And she's like looking at her girlfriend's eyes, like, "Wait, let me."
As soon as Pim walks away, she's like looking. She's like, And Jan's like, "What?" She's like, "I'm just making sure there's not a spark there." And she's like, "If there was, I wouldn't be here with you. I would have followed it." Do you see that? Do you see that 6-pack? I would have followed.
No kidding.
I would have been like Linda, gone on a plane.
Exactly. I'm easy. But no, then you see them.
Don't say that.
When it comes to book 6-pack, see? Okay. And then now you see them like messing around. Because Pang has like dirt on her.
Cute.
They're being cute.
Fun and cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, next we see Oom, and she's trying to figure out what outfit she's gonna wear for her.
Which is crazy because you essentially have the outfit that Owen would wear and the outfit Owen would wear. And I'm so glad, obviously, Owen was like, this, like, obviously, this is more you. This is more you.
Blue.
Yeah. Yes.
But we get another little touching moment between the sisters where Oum pretty much tells her, like, thank you for showing me what love is. And she's like, all I ever wanted was to be the sister that you would love. And yeah, Oum is like, of course I love you. She's like, I'm never gonna not love you. But in her own way. But yeah, so that was cute and sweet. And then we finally see May reading the darn novel. Finally seeing her read it. And it's unpacking a lot for her. She's like, okay.
It is.
She's like, this is literally our relationship. Which is,
I mean, she's literally lived through this.
Yeah, and then we get that flashback to, oh my god, the heartbreak. Oh, the heartbreak. I did not want to watch that again, but I did. So, but yeah, so we see her reading, and then we see little flashbacks of Ion dropping off her
the
diary, and then Ion watching Ben, May, and Kosa at the courthouse or at May's office, And yeah, it's like she's been there the whole time. She's been watching you the whole time.
Yeah, she has been. But so essentially what we learned about Ioon's book is that she basically essentially said, you know, to love is to let go.
Mm-hmm.
And that was essentially like in the end of the book. And so you're kind of like, I don't agree with that. Because, you know, they have that quote. Do you okay, because the quote they have is like, if you it's like, if you love it, you let it go. If it's meant to be, then it if
it comes back, it's meant to be. Yeah.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough. Well, how do you feel about that? Like, how did you feel about that quote, like, corresponding with essentially the ending of what Ioon wrote?
I think it's accurate because I think it's accurate with the relationship because like they did let each other go, and at the end we see it worked out because they came back. They came back to each other.
Yeah.
I think I mean it's sad, but I liked it. I thought it was accurate to the story. I think it made sense in the context. Yeah. But that's just my opinion. I'm a hopeless romantic at heart. So
now, okay. Quick question. If you were essentially kind of in the same position, not in depth with what Ioon was dealing with, for example, you were in a relationship, like without all the toxicity, but for some reason you had to let go of your current girlfriend. Would you be able to? Because you would think that, like, okay, eventually we'll find our way back to each other, or would you fight for it?
It depends on the reason why I'm letting them go. Like, if I'm moving, like, across country or something, and we didn't think long distance would work, then, I mean, I guess I'd let them go, just because I don't want to make things more difficult than they have to be. But if we really want to... Yeah, if we really want to be together, then hopefully one of us or both of us will come back and say, you know what, let's try and make this work.
Right.
But if it's like I think it'd be situational based for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I've never been in that situation either, so I don't know what I would do. Hopefully I'm never am, but for some reason if I ever am, I'll let you know.
Okay. Deal.
And you can just tell me watch Pluto again.
So. Right.
But yeah, so Linda, what happens in this next scene at the book signing?
Now we have her book signing, and of course, who do we see in line? We see Grandma, and we see Oom. So cute. You know, they obviously want Ioon's signature, and it's funny because Oom's like, you know, whenever you get famous, I'm gonna sell it. So give me your signature. And I was like, that's something Ioon would say. Like, okay, you can definitely see the similarities between these two twins. Like, they're both really funny. But obviously, what is different between them is not only the way they dress, but just a little bit, their voice is just a little bit different too.
A little bit.
Like, I think when I hear Oon, she has a little bit of like some feistiness to her, as where Ioon's a little bit more calm, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
So it's nice, like, when you see scenes with them together, you can definitely tell the difference.
You can tell.
But anyways, so you have, you have Granny and you have Oon, getting their signature from Ioon, and then you have a couple other people, and finally we have May. May. Oh well, Ioon's not looking, but then she hears the voice and she's like, "Wait a minute, this voice sounds so familiar." She looks up, and May is basically like, "But
your book is amazing. Yeah, your novel's amazing.
You should change the ending."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
which,
like,
of course, we all agree.
Yeah, she's like, I'd like to see a happy ending. It's like, so would we all, May. So would we all.
I know.
So
and then,
all of us.
Who do we have come up to her?
What I loved was when Oom was getting ready to walk up there, and Grandma was like, no. I was like, Grandma's like, please don't mess us up. Please don't mess us up. You've done enough.
Like,
let them talk.
I know. Not again.
And Oom is like, Grandma, chill. I got this. It's okay.
I got this.
I got this.
Yeah.
And she's like, what you mean you want to change the ending? It's too late to change the ending. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I was scared a little bit with her. I know. Her voice, she came out like guns blazing.
She came out so
like,
strong. She came out aggressive. Yeah.
It's that's the difference a little bit between her and Ayun. Her voice just has that's feistiness.
Mm-hmm.
But no, obviously, she said it was too late to change the ending, and I was like, okay, please say something good after this. But then she basically said, but you better start writing a new one. And I was like,
yeah,
okay. Thank freaking goodness. So basically she was giving Ayun and May the green light, yes, that you can have a happy ending. It's possible now. So
yeah. She's like, I want to see the author happy, so choose the ending that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is really sweet.
It was really sweet. I was like, thank you, Oom. Thank you.
Thank you. A year later.
You did good. And then we get Linda's favorite scene in this whole drama. So we see Oom sitting by herself, and here comes Kosal.
Yay.
Hey, he's a good dude, okay? He made a mistake, but he's not bad.
I mean, I get it.
He's not bad.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah, so he comes up, he's like, hey, I saw what you did, good job. And she's like, oh, you saw that? He's like, yeah, I showed up just in time, but I didn't get a chance to get the autograph. She's like, I don't know, she walked out of here real quick. I was like, yeah, she had things to do.
She's gotta catch up.
Yeah, she has a year to make up for, okay? She could
literally.
Wait, she could not sign your book today, Kosal. You know her, you can get it later. But yeah, he's like, yeah, you did a good job. And he's just looking at her with like love eyes. And
literally, those are love eyes.
Literally love eyes. And almost like, yeah, I realized that letting go is an act of love. And she looks over at him and he's just looking at her and she's like, why are you looking at me like that? She's like, no. I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. No. I am not being with people who were with my sister first. Nope, not doing it. And he's like, well, that's where you're wrong, because, when we were kids, I liked you first, but I greeted the wrong one. I greeted the wrong sister. That's how I got to know I. He's like, I liked you the whole time, but I got confused. I didn't know which one was which. I was like literally the opposite. Literally the opposite.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, they look the exact freaking same. They do. That different shit.
Yeah.
Unless you actually talk to them and you... But they look the exact same. Yeah. I mean, could you imagine having two namdan? I was imagining that the whole time. Like, imagine having two namdan. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
But
I can't imagine.
No, I can't either. But yeah, so we obviously have woman Kosal, talking. Which...
I don't know if they're gonna get together.
No, I mean, that was cute,
we'll never know now. We'll never know now. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad about it. I know we've been talking about Oom and Pim for the longest time, but I mean, if she's with Kosal, I mean, I guess I can.
I'm here for it too.
Fine. Yeah, I can get behind that.
But drop it down below in the comments, because we don't know. We've never read the novel. So does she end up with somebody in the end? Does Oom end up with somebody in the end? Because we don't know. But yeah.
Yep.
So now we have a really cute scene with May and Ayun. They're walking on the bridge.
Walking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Una's like, you haven't told me why you showed up to my book signing. And May's like, well, I like the novel and I wanted to meet my favorite author. And Una's like, my sister told you, didn't you? Did she? And May doesn't say anything. She's like, yeah. She's like, I figured you probably wouldn't have the courage to show up if she hadn't said anything.
And I was like, yeah, of course, you did.
Right, just like I didn't have the courage to say anything to you. So,
you know what?
So we're both at fault here.
Exactly.
It was like, let's not go backwards. We're only going forwards right now. We're not going backwards.
Yes.
Yeah. But so they're hugging, and Oom is like, yeah, but I came back, so that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And Oom is like, okay, well, welcome back. But now that you're here, do not disappear on me again, because being without you has not been easy. And May is like, if this was a novel, this would be the part where the prince and the princess kiss. And Oon is like, well, it's a good thing we have a princess and a princess here.
Right.
And then they kiss. And it was really nice.
Super cute.
It was really cute. And yeah. And so I'm getting distracted by them kissing. What happened after that?
We go into the scene with okay, so I got confused here. I did not know it was gonna be or On sitting on the couch until Granny's until Granny's
like at first. I was like, oh, okay, it's Got it.
Yep.
I mean, it wouldn't be Oon. Her and May have a year to make up for it. It was not gonna be
true.
It wasn't gonna
That's
be
true. That's true.
They're busy right now.
But Granny's like telling that she's really proud of her for doing what she did with Ioun and May, that she's great. She's great. And she's hugging her, comforting her. And Oom's like, honestly, I didn't think I could do it either. Yeah. But she basically was like, after everything that she went through, Paul's heart was broken because of her, and she didn't want to see her sister sad, and couldn't be with May for that reason. So
right.
I'm glad that she came to that realization, though, right?
Yeah, same. And then and then the next scene is real fun. May is making ramen for Ioun. And this is really cute and kind of campy, but really cute at the same time. It's just, you see them a little domesticated a little bit.
Yeah. Lady and Tramp.
Have you ever done that?
Mm-mm.
Lady and the Tramp with ramen or any type of pasta? No?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Have you?
That's surprising. Yeah, I have. That's surprising that you've never done that. You should try it. Why not? Try it.
I'll think about it.
What do you have to lose?
True.
No one's gonna see you. You're not doing it on camera. No one's gonna see you.
If I were to do it on camera, better give me some money.
All right, I'll get Kapuk to fly to the U.S. You can, Linda.
I'm turning red just thinking about it.
Kapuk or Ling Ling? Who do you want to Lady the Champ with?
Yo, you know what? I'm not answering that because we're not playing a game. I am safe. But literally, that would be that's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait till we stop recording. I'll get the answer. You guys don't worry about it. I'll let you know in the comments.
No.
But so yeah,
okay,
so we get that scene. They're being cute, domesticated.
That's right.
Chef May.
Chef May.
And then we see Oon walk into May's office, and she's like, "Did you buy my novel again? You have 20 copies. Why do you keep buying my novel?" And May's like, "I couldn't help it. Like, I wanted to buy all of them, but I settled for one." And she's like, "Do you not like me buying your novels? I thought I was being sweet." And I was like, "You are, and I do like it, but you're wasting money." And May's like, "Nothing about you is a waste." It was like, okay, that's cute. And then May gets a text message, and it's like a gif of a picture of flowers.
Yes.
And it's from her dad.
Yes.
And May is
shocking.
Excuse me? And so she shows Oon, and Oon's like, yeah, I mean, my grandma sends me stuff like this all the time. And May's like, yeah, but not my dad. Like, my dad is not that type of person. She's like, he doesn't just reach out to people unless he wants something from them. Like, he's not.
Which is why I thought he reached out.
Yeah, she's like, he's not a touchy-feely type of guy. And so the next thing we get is them in the car driving to her parents' house. Right. And May's like, do we have to go? Like, can we just call instead? Like, we can just send him a text message. It's fine. And Owen's like, if you would have done that, you would have done that already. You wouldn't be in the car with me right now. And so she's like, fine. So they get to her parents' house, and her dad is being very nice.
Suspiciously nice.
Kind of reserved a little bit, but he's trying to be nice. And he's like, were they pretty? And she's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, the flowers, were they pretty? And he's like, I thought they were pretty, so that's why I sent them to you. And May's just like deer in the headlights. She's like, I don't know how to process this.
Yeah, I don't know how to react.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
And right, and so he's like, I mean, your friend doesn't have to sit in the car. It's hot outside. Just tell her to come in. And May's like, I'm sorry, what? Who are you? What?
Yeah,
Who are you?
Dad?
What have you done with my dad? And so next we see May and her mom in the kitchen, and May's like, okay, is Dad sick? Like, is he dying? Like, what's going on? Like, tell me, is he sick and no one said anything?
Yeah,
and the mom's
why is he acting like this?
He's doing fine. Like, he's healthy. Like, I thought the same thing too at first, but he's perfectly fine. And she's like, okay, like, why is he acting the way he's acting? And she's like, you know, I don't know. But you remember when you said last time that he was the one that was being blinded by someone? Maybe he's cured now. And May's like, okay, sure.
If you say so.
Yeah. This next scene I did like a lot though. It's of Ai-un walking around the house and she sees all the flowers that her dad's been collecting because he's a flower guy now. And she spots this one flower pot that has like some yellow flowers in it.
Yes.
And she's looking at it and admiring it, and her dad May's dad walks up and he's like, do you like flowers? Like, you're a girl, so you must like flowers, right? And she's like, yes. She's being real shy. She's like, yes. And he's like, I don't know if May likes flowers though. And Una's like, yeah, she does. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, and he goes and grabs the pot and he's like, will you please make sure that this gets planted at her house? And Una's like, yeah. And so she goes and grabs it, and he holding on to the flower pot with it, and he's like, take care of it. Take good care of it. And I was like, oh, that's his way of saying take care of my daughter, without actually saying take care of my daughter.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought the same thing too. As I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, that's so adorable, cute, actually.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, the dad, when he's being nice, is not, he seems like a good guy when he's not being a dick. Right. But we've seen him this whole show being a dick. So now it's just like, okay.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah. It's just like, all right. I'm happy you're turning over a new leaf, sir. Start by apologizing to your daughter about that slap that you did when she was a little kid.
Exactly. And for everything else.
Yeah, and for everything else. We didn't forget that. Just because you're being nice now, we're not going to forget all the trauma you put on your daughter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't cancel anything out.
No, you do need to apologize though.
Yes, I agree.
Like a genuine apology.
Just like how apologized.
Yes. So now we get little scenes of Oon like writing her new novel and May coming up being cute and everything, and then we get scenes with Jan and Pang. I almost said Pim. Pang.
Yeah.
And we see Pim by herself. We see Pim by herself watching her videos on her laptop. And it's like, oh, Pim.
Why did they feel the need to put my girl in there by herself? I'm just saying, sorry. Like, at that point, I don't even want her in there. Just, okay, we understand she's alone, okay? But, come on. We don't need to be reminded.
They're just they're waiting for you, Linda. You haven't gotten on that plane yet.
Well, shoot. That's all they have to say.
There was an empty space right there next to her. What are you doing here? Recording with me. Go buy that plane ticket.
I'm coming, Pim.
Go buy that plane ticket. But yeah, we get like little montages of everyone, living their lives and stuff. And then, what do we get, Linda?
And then we get a scene where you have May. She's like, what was she? Was May looking at something?
She was looking at the candles, smelling the candles.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. And then we have a slow-mo scene where she turns around, and who is in front of her? Her bride. You guys. Her freaking bride. Ai-un. So you have May and Ai-un together. They're both in wedding dresses. So beautiful. 1 year later. So lovely.
1 year later. This is a flash
1 year
forward.
later.
Yeah.
Yes. 1 year later. And so basically, Ai-un is telling May that she named her new book. What is it? You are my Sharon.
You are my Karen.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Karen. I can't remember how you pronounce it, but yeah.
And essentially, I don't remember if it's Sharon or Karen, but it's the moon that is always
next to Pluto.
next to Pluto. Yeah. So essentially saying that, you know, you don't have to be everyone's Sharon. You just have your own. Because May will always, or Ayun will always be there for May, who is essentially Pluto, and then now Ayun is Sharon, which is super cute. And so, you know, and basically just like that, she's like, oh, so just like that, that's the end. And then now we have a cute little scene where they're taking like wedding photos. Yeah, so they're taking wedding photos, and they obviously look so beautiful, so in love, and they
there was one side. I want to pause you real quick. There was one part like when Ayun is holding May's hand and it shows the ring.
Yes.
I was thinking the whole time, Namta's getting ideas. Not getting ideas. She sees film in that wedding dress with that ring on her finger. She's getting ideas.
She's like,
I see you, Namta. I saw that look on your face. I know you're acting, but I did see that look.
I know.
You're getting ideas.
It's
anyway,
it's not Ayun. It's Namtan.
Yeah, it's Namtan.
But
respect.
Oom is there, and so is Granny, and Ayun's like, come take photos with us. So now you have all four of them taking wedding photos together. Yeah, and you know, what more can you ask for? Yes.
This is how you do a flash forward. I love this flash forward. As opposed to the one in blank. I didn't really like the one in blank that much. But I did love this one. Like the 20 years down the line, 10, 15, 20, we don't need all that. Just make it a year later. And
couple years.
A couple years at max. Yes. We don't need more than that. It's fine. But that's it, you guys. That's the end of Pluto. They got married. So beautiful. I was surprised that Ayun wore another dress, to be honest.
Me too.
She looked so uncomfortable the first time.
But she showed up.
But she looked beautiful.
Dress, you know,
yeah, they both look beautiful. Did.
Yes.
So, what are your final thoughts on Pluto, Linda? What did you think of the series as a whole?
So, I even said this in my reaction. Honestly, for me, Pluto, like, even though it's the end of Pluto, like I said, it's literally just the beginning for like Namtan film. For everybody else, Pluto, I think will be so far is like number one for me, in terms of like acting, in terms of like directing, in terms of storyline. I feel like Pluto has just taken GL series like to another level. Yeah, and I think that because essentially for me, if you're speaking in terms of like GO series, we have sometimes you have storylines that are not that good, but the acting saves it, right? But this, you have literally everything. Like it literally, Pluto checks the box for every single thing you can think of. So for me, Pluto is ranked number one, and I'm really excited though, because like I said, even though this is the end of Pluto, it's the beginning of Namtan film, and I'm really excited for the other projects that they'll be in together as well. But yeah, I'll always support Namtan film, and for me, Pluto has a special place in my heart. I'm definitely gonna buy the novel. I know you have the novel.
I do.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy the novel as well, and I definitely want to get that Namtan film magazine.
There.
Yeah.
Right there. There it is.
I know that remember when we go back to, you said that you were really you were happy with the ending, and I was only partially happy. So I'm gonna go back to why I was only partially happy. And it only goes back to episode 11, when I said in the commentary that obviously they were going to end up together only on terms. Which I get it now, but obviously like I get it now, you know, looking back. About my comment, I said what I said, obviously in the heat of the moment, like, because in that moment, you know, I was thinking, obviously, I don't know if I was thinking more rationally or more emotionally, but I get why Oon made that choice, you know, to choose her sister, because she wouldn't be fully happy if she chose May knowing
it was her,
you know, her sister. Exactly. Like, we understand, you know, and this was obviously like the route that was needed, like Jazz said. But yeah, so Pluto is number 1 in my heart, honestly. Yeah, and everything is just superior.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that. What about you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Pluto is by far my favorite GL series. So far. I don't know
so far.
what's gonna top it, but Pluto is number 1 so far. I love it.
Yes.
Pluto is always
it's gonna be hard to top it.
It's gonna be really hard. Like you said, the directing, the cinematography, the acting, the storyline. This is probably
Amazing.
one of the few GLs that we've had that isn't centered around a man trying to break up the couple.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
This one, 23.5, wasn't like that either. I mean, there was that one kid, but he wasn't really that important. but
essentially, I do find those storylines a lot better.
The one with the man trying to break him up?
No, the one that without the guy trying to break up.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, Pluto's gonna have a special place in my heart. It started this podcast. If it wasn't for Pluto, we probably wouldn't have started this podcast.
Yes.
Because we just kept talking to each other. We're like, you know what? Let's just record ourselves talking. Why not?
And I'm glad that Pluto was it jump started everything for us. I'm glad that this was the series that really started everything for us. Because now, obviously, we are holding Pluto to such a high expectation that I think from now on, even with GL series and our channel, I think everything will kind of be in that standard. So yeah.
But I'm excited to see what else is out there though. But yeah, I will always support Namtan and Film. They are amazing. They deserve. Excuse me. They deserve an Oscar for this show.
No kidding. They deserve awards. Yes.
They deserve all the awards. But yeah, Pluto is always going to hold a special place in my heart. Pluto. I didn't say this at all, but they while I was watching the show, the reason I was so looking forward to Pluto in the first place, before it even came out, Pluto is one of my favorite planets in the solar system. I'm a huge nerd, okay? I like space. but I have 2 favorite planets, and Pluto is one of them. So when I heard that there was a series called Pluto, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't know what it was about. But then I
what is your other favorite planet? Uranus?
Actually, yes.
Shut up! You're fucking you're kidding. I was totally kidding.
Only not because it's called Uranus, though.
Uranus. Okay.
But it's because it's a planet made out of water, and I love water.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite element. But yeah, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are my top 3 planets. Yeah, because one's made out of ice. I think that's Neptune's made out of ice. Uranus is made out of water, and then Pluto. I don't know why. I just always liked Pluto. Probably because it was like.
What is Mercury made
planet.
Out of? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus.
Oh my god.
No, we're freaking talking about planets now.
Yeah, that was talking about. Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, I always liked Pluto, and because of this episode, I know what my next tattoo is gonna be, but I'm not gonna say it. It's gonna be a surprise.
Oh, I was supposed to say you're gonna get.
It's gonna be a surprise. Pluto. I mean, we could make it a podcast tattoo because we've been talking about getting a podcast tattoo.
True, that is true. So
we could do that if you have space on your body for another tattoo. We can get a tattoo, not on your chest.
No, definitely. I would love to get Namtan Film's face. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could get that on your
Pluto
leg.
Would be...
Do you have space on your thigh?
No, definitely. I definitely would not get any faces on my freaking. Pluto would be kind of cute though. What color is Pluto?
Pluto's like I would get it in black and gray for me, but Pluto's has like a white, off-white, and then like a reddish color, like a rusty
reddish.
Red.
Okay.
Yeah, rusty red kind of color.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't get color then.
Yeah, I would get my black.
I think
and
I would
gray,
do black and gray.
I'd have to because no tattoo artist likes doing color on my skin tone. So I have to get black and gray, which is fine. Black and grays are pretty.
Pluto would actually be
because it has a heart on it. Like there's a heart on the planet, like the shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk after we're done recording. We'll talk when we're done recording. We'll talk.
Imagine if we saw Namtan Film in Thailand for if they had a fan meeting.
And we showed them our tattoo. Look what I got.
Right.
That'd be fun. Man. It'd be fun.
Manifestation.
Yeah. But no, I love this series. This is an amazing series. All of the actors did an amazing job, from the leads to the supporting cast. All of them did amazing. The storyline was top tier. Yeah. I don't know if there's really anything that I didn't like besides some of the plot choices, but like we said, we I think we reacted purely on emotion last week.
We did. It was very emotional.
Very emotional last week. But no, I get why Ai-eun did what she did. And I get why May accepted it. Yeah, and I get why May accepted it. But hey,
of course,
Oom came around on her own.
That's all that matters.
She came around.
She did.
Yeah, she figured it out. And she did the damn thing. Yeah. She got them back together.
Exactly. And now, obviously, we have a happy ending. The happy ending that we all wanted. They're married.
They're married.
Or getting married. Are they married? Yes. And yeah, we have our happy ending. So
yeah,
I'm definitely. I mean, we're satisfied with that.
I'm very satisfied. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you guys definitely please let us know what you think of episode 12. And the same with us. We do hope that you guys also follow Namdan Films' journey as well. Not only their journey, but the other actresses' journey as well. Yes. So we obviously will be talking about Girl Rules, and then we also know that to fill Pluto's time slots, Us should be coming out next. So it's the series with Bonnie and Emmy. Jazz and I would definitely be talking about that next after Pluto. But yeah, definitely let us know down below what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed our reaction, please like, comment, subscribe. You guys can follow us on our social media. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Confrontation คือไออุ่น